Quick, get in here. I don't even want to see that you're in this area. And shut the door on your way in. Thank you. Crisis? Oh, I don't have one. Well, not one you'd consider a crisis. I know. You could be helping someone who actually needs help. Trust me, it's okay. And you are. What? It's nothing. Don't worry about it. And besides, you know I run all the crime on this side of the city. Tell them to stay quiet tonight. Plus, those super friends, or whatever you call them, have the rest of the city handled. You can take the night off. I promise. Also, no tricks up my sleeve. This is my normal house. All my gadgets and guns aren't here. Unless, of course, you find my pajamas and fuzzy slippers threatening. This is my home away from evil lair, if you will. You can calm down. Given our past, I won't ask you to drop your guard, but I give you my word. I have no intentions to deceive or harm you. So, anyway, do you have a new suit you're planning to unveil at the parade tomorrow, or were you just planning... Wait. Please. Please don't go. I'm not having a great night, and I really could use some company. Look, I know we're not friends, but I don't have anyone else I can call. Can you just stay? Just for a little bit. Thank you. So, how's that slash I gave you last week doing? So that's so. I always forget your powers give you a crazy healing factor. I'll try to be more careful next time. Hmm? Oh, nothing. By the way, I got something planned for next month. Leave your weekends open, okay? Excuse me, I am a terrible host. I brewed myself a cup of tea and I didn't even offer you anything to drink. Can I get you some water, ice, no ice, sparkling, room temp? I'm sorry. I just. It's one thing to call in an anonymous tip to your nemesis hotline. It's another trying to make small talk when you're used to shooting off one-liners. It's hard to find the words to say. I wish I could just ask you to help me out since you speak so beautifully and always know what to say. You've almost won me over so many times. That's why I always try and let you talk me down. Well, that and besides the fact it's in the rulebook. Also, please join me on the couch. You look stiffer than a statue standing like that. I promise, this isn't a breakup. I plan to keep my villainy going for a long time. Thank you. How's that journalism gig going, by the way? Hmm? Of course I've known about your alter ego. I've known since, like, a year after we became rivals? Yeah, you weren't hiding it very well. Tip, don't befriend your superhero self and get the most insightful in your first person interviews from someone you're trying to prove you're not. After reading a few articles and making a call or two to the agency, it wasn't very hard to put together who you were outside of the cape and cowl. That and when you are notorious in your office for being late and always canceling plans just when we brawl, it definitely doesn't take a genius. Even though I'm pretty sure I'm qualified as one before, you know, becoming a mad scientist. But for tonight, I'd prefer to leave the masks at the door, as long as you're okay with that. Normally, you are fighting the Legionnaire, but tonight, I am just Caesar. And you are? Of course, I knew, but I wanted to meet you from you, not from what would probably be considered legally stalking. Oh, I didn't call any of my lieutenants because they're terrified of me. I offered to take them out drinking one day after that bank heist I pulled a few years back, but they all conveniently had somewhere they had to be. Crazy, I know. Eh, it's what I expect. On my end, I rule by fear, so making friends tends to be difficult. Yet, I don't know if I would want to rule with love either. I've seen how well that's gone for you. All those traitorous heroes you've had to deal with. But that takes strength. Strength superpowers can't provide. Strength you have in spades. Strength that lets you sit on the couch with your sworn enemy and talk to them like your college roommates discussing what classes you should take together. It's just one of the countless things I admire about you. And speaking of, what do you bench? 300? 958? A clean 2K? Those things look like they're made out of marble. But they feel like pillows. Wow. Usually I'm on the receiving end of a punch, so I haven't gotten a chance to feel how soft they can be. I've seen you destroy my mecha mobs like they were paper, only to go and delicately pluck stranded kittens from trees without harming a single hair on their heads. Makes me feel like you might be out of my league. I mean, all I do is make robots. Compared to you, I'm not so special. Thanks, I appreciate you trying to save my ego. It means a lot. You you really think that? Whoa. I I never knew you felt that way. I mean, I see you as my equal as well. I would have to in order to keep locking horns with you all this time. But the doubt the doubt gets me sometimes. You've put me through a lot, but I feel like I've grown. Not only in my skill level, but as a person alongside you. I'm no longer the petty criminal that robs banks, and you've come a long way from the wonder kid you used to be. Thank you. I I needed that. So it gives. Come on. You know what I mean. Why did you come here today? No, no, not the cookie cutter bullshit you tell the cameras. I might be your adversary, but I probably know you better than anyone else. Maybe even yourself. It's 2:30 in the morning, and you just got back from rerouting an asteroid that was going to wipe out an entire continent. Yet here you are, doing night patrols and answering your hotline. Aren't you exhausted? I already told you to stop lying. I can see the bags under your eyes. You should be resting right now. If you keep this up, this symbol of peace won't be as invincible as the public thinks you are. You and I both know you get sloppy when you're tired, and you're not invulnerable. One too many slip ups, and I'll lose you. You heard me? I, I don't want to lose you. No, you don't get it. Listen, I know I'm just your enemy, but to me, you mean more than just someone who challenges my worldview and tries to get me to understand your side. I mean, you actually try to reason with me. You treat me like a person. No matter what I do, no matter how messed up it is, you always see the light in me. I It's time for me to just get out with it. I called you here because I didn't want to be alone tonight, and I didn't have anyone else to call. But that's not the whole reason, at least. I also called you here because I can't keep fighting this anymore. I've, I've fallen for you. I thought at first it was just the eagerness to fight again. But then it turned into nights spent alone, wondering what you were doing, and then missing the sound of your voice, so I'd replay our fights on the TV. I even got a disguise and went to your book signing to get your autograph. My heart was racing the entire time, wondering if I was going to do something that would give me away and ruin my chance to be around you without either one of us trying to kill each other. And the worst part is, after you signed your autograph and offered me a hug, I got so flustered I had to run away. I slipped in a back alley and practically screeched with how happy I was finally to have your autograph. And right afterwards, I started kicking myself for turning you down. I, I'm head over heels in love with you, and I can't hide it anymore. I, I won't. No, I can't spend another night alone, aching to have you by my side, without you at least knowing I have feelings for you. Can I? Finally, after all this time, I finally got my hug. I I hope you don't mind me being cheesy, but I've been dreaming of this moment for so long. It feels so much better than I could have ever imagined. Do you do you mind staying the night? It's less of a request and more of a demand. It's okay if you don't feel the same way as I do, but I can't let you go back out tonight. Well, I'm probably just being selfish because I want to spend the night with you. A part of me also wants to protect you, take care of you. You're in no condition to be the symbol of peace tonight. You're more than welcome to the guest bedroom if that's what you prefer. But I have more than enough space for the two of us in my room. And if by some miracle you feel the same way about me, all I ask of you tonight is to stay by my side. Embrace me as I hold you close. Let me whisper sweet nothings into your ear as I feel your chest rise and fall against me. We can leave our masks at the door and sort the tangle this web will weave tomorrow.